My name is Vani Ali Dori, County Finance Officer.
Okay. Okay.
Well, thank you for the opportunity this morning. We firstly want to give all praises to the Almighty God for giving us the opportunity to be where we are today. We want to say a big thank you to His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Imam, the President of the Republic of Liberia, for affording us the opportunity to sit where we are sitting today talking to you. Um, yes, so we took over 2024 May. We have projects that we met. There were other projects we met. So when we, like I said, when we took over, we met projects. So we were able to have a conversation with one of those who were contracted to implement the projects. From the financial standpoint, we had a transition in the financial procedure of the county. So we pick up from the resolution financial process or financial system to a budget preparation financial system. So the resolution financial system was there were 42 delegates that would sit and decide on those developmental initiatives of the county. But this time around it changed to us preparing a budget and submitting that budget to the county council. And that has to do with the implementation of the Local Government Act. So when we took over in 2024, we had a resolution. We had to transform that resolution into a budget, adhering to the Local Government Act that we are implementing. So doing so, we call that budget a special budget, and that special budget was prepared and submitted to the county council as stipulated in the Local Government Act. The county council being the local legislators that approved the county budget, approved that budget, and then we implemented that budget. In the implementation of that budget, we were able to develop 10 projects. And I tell you what, first time in the history of Bomi that contractors are not complaining about their payments, because we make sure that before we award the contract, the amount is either on hand or there is a high, more than 85% possibility of us getting the funding. So those contracts were awarded and we transformed the contract system, because when we took over, we met 6 projects, and those projects were upfront payment projects to the extent that some of them were even being sponsored 60% by the county, and we had default in the implementation of the projects. Up to current, as I speak to you, we are in court with one of the contractors, and there's a possibility that we might even go to court again with some of the contractors from those 6 contracts that were awarded. Of the 10 contracts we awarded, all are being implemented on a smooth note as we speak to you. We have paid some 60%, we have paid some 90%, we have paid some 30%, and the contracts are being implemented. So from the 2024 budget, those contracts are ongoing, and some of them have been completed. We are observing a retention period, and some are 60%, like I said, some are 90%, and the process ongoing.
Some of the
So you are talking about the 2025 budget. In the 2025 budget that were crafted and submitted to the county council again for approval, and the county council did approve the project. We have approximately 5 or 6 projects that were supposed to be undertaken. Then you just name the stadium, you name the housing unit, we have the disabled office, we have the teachers office, we also have the clinic that's supposed to be in Pakatan or Suamaga district, and we have series of renovation projects also included. Yes, Like the stadium, we initially thought that we could invest 250,000 in the construction of a stadium. Looking at it from the point that um, we as a county, we saw our sister counties around here, we went there, we visited them. So we look at it from that perspective. But for the fact that now we have developed a bigger vision that we think we need to do a more bigger stadium, we are talking around, we are having discussion that yet we're going to start our stadium, but there's a possibility that the money that we will need to build the stadium will be either two times the 250,000 or three times the 250,000. So we are having discussion on that, and we are looking around to see whether it can take on more than a year or two to be able to build our stadium, build a stadium, and that stadium should represent the people of Bomi County. So we are also looking at that. On the issue of the housing unit, yes, the amount we put in the budget for the housing unit, the 225,000, the 15 housing unit, 2 bedroom, self-contained, yes, it can do that. And we did the sketch. We hire engineer, they did the sketch, they did the blueprint. We send it to public work. Public work, they approve of that blueprint. We send it to PPCC. PPCC also approve of that. So yes, apart from the stadium that we are thinking of, all the other projects we did, we send the blueprint to the public approve, we send it to PPCC and PPCC approve. So we will work in that amount allocated. Again, we didn't just sit looking in the sky and allotted the amount. No, we did cost analysis. We look at the cost construction analysis, and we're able to, based on that, we're able to determine the cost attached to those projects. So we also learn from the past project we inherited that some currently are at a standstill because the funding they allocated were not either used properly or it was inadequate. Yeah. So we also learn from those. So we are in the learning curve. So as we go along, we'll be developing our budget and developing our proposals in terms of construction. Like you made mention about football field. When we took over, we made a document. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything overload. But we made a document that indicated that the contractor received 50% of the contract value. When we had the engagement, the stakeholder engagement with the contractor, yes, he admitted. He even produced a document to satisfy what we had, that he received 50% of the contractor agreement, the contractor cost. Unfortunately, he could not do up to 15% of the work. According to the independent appraisal conducted by the court through an independent appraisal institution, he did 13%. So it was 13% of the contractor work that he did. So you see, he was paid 50% upfront, and he did only 13% as we speak. So the remaining 50%, we have it. We could not get in the remaining 50% because what we want to do is we want to talk to the community so that we can be able to develop a procurement method that will allow us to do the fencing of the field. Either we buy the materials and then the community be able to get people who are able to do the fencing of the field, or we get the 50%, we talk to a contracting entity that this is the amount we have, we want you to do this scope of work for us, and when the company is able to do it, then we give the money to the company. But we have not added any money to that money to be able to go to another extent. No, but we have the remaining 50%. Like the Clay Youth Center. The Clay Youth Center, according to the contract, was only to construct and do roofing. And that was the end. So currently, it has reached at that level. No plastering, no putting anything. There is no door, no window, no ceiling, nothing. So it's only to construct, and you put the top. They put the zinc over it. That is the end. The Manor Clan, we have a hitch-up in the Manor, the Manor Town Hall. We have a hitch-up there. The CS do it was a partial, they call it partial renovation. Even at that, we are the standstill. Because the contract said we should give the people money ahead. That is what the contract said. The contract said they should pay. Is that pre-finance? It's upfront payment. The Madama school is the same thing. The Madama school and is the same thing. So those projects, we are having some issue with them. We hope that we'll be able to work around with the contractors and see how we can resolve them. Other than that, we'll be running to court again for the CHUA, for the Madama, and other the Tawajai town hall might be running to court. So we don't have money yet, but the remaining, the retention, we still have the retention for the project are with us. So we hope that we'll be able, like I said, to work with the company to be able to. So let me move quickly to the issue of the vehicle, like you asked. The purchase of the vehicle is a necessity. We inherited an old vehicle that was purchased for $19,000. An old vehicle that was purchased for $19,000 that you yourself cannot even buy for $4,000 or $3,000. We inherited that. We had to keep renovating. The superintendent, we inherited a vehicle from the superintendent was broken down. She didn't have vehicles, so we had to be able to take it and rehabilitate it so that she can be used here. Fortunately for us, the government gave the superintendent a vehicle. But you have the county development officer who needs to move from project to project, without a vehicle. So we need a vehicle for the county development officer. He needs to move around. You have the county finance officer that commute between Bomi and Morovia. Goes to Ministry of Finance, goes to how you call it, Central Bank, run to PPCC, run to other institutions, run to public work when there are other financial issues that he's supposed to get clarity to. He needs to take procurement document around. So you expect the county finance officer to ride on back to go or get on commercial vehicle to go. You know how costly that would be. So it's a necessity to buy the vehicle. And that is the reason the county thought it was to put it. The county administrative officer. The county administrative officer runs the day-to-day activities of the county. So he needs a vehicle. In the absence of the superintendent, the county administrative officer presides. So when the superintendent is on an administrative or a national duty, the county administrative officer moves around. He has to move to places that you'll be called upon to go. So how you expect him to go there? You expect him to ride motorbike to go there? Or you expect him to risk his life to get motorbike to go there? I think we've been magnanimous. For example, this is a county asset. For the best part of it, this is a county asset. Today, I'm sitting here as presidential appointee. I could be relieved of my position tomorrow. And now, going with the vehicle will stay. The vehicle is for the county. I think it was nice on our part to purchase a vehicle for $24,000 rather than using $19,000 to buy a more than 6-hand car, a car that needs to be renovated, needs to be repaired every now and then. I think this was necessitated, and we put it in the budget, and the county council saw the need, and the county council approved it. So they were part of the budget. There are a lot of things that we have in our budget. Today, you see, we have our agriculture program going ahead. We have agriculture program. We have agriculture activities across the county. We have the fish pump and the pig pen that is under construction now in the Bar community. That will be raising almost close to 50 pigs. We will also have fish pump, 4 fish pumps. So these are agricultural activities. They are all in the budget. We also give support to institutions in the budget. The college, we give support to the college. We give support to all of the radio stations, the 3 radio stations in Bomi. We give them support. The Puma FM, the Radio Bomi, the Trust FM, we give them support. We give all of them support. We give support to the civil society. We give support to the peace committee. We also give support to the disabled community. We give support to the Teachers Association. We give support to the students. We also give support to the educational sector. We give support to the health sector. We also give support through health to the prison compound, the Ministry of Justice. So we give so our budget is a budget that cuts across of all of the society. Everywhere we make sure that we make an impact. So when you look at our budget today, our budget is holistic. Our 2025 budget is holistic, and we talk to keep that on. For us to be effective, we need to bad those logistics that we carry all around.
Yes.
Yeah, so we bought a vehicle for the Liberia National Police first time in the history of Bomi. That the Liberia National Police in Bomi will have a vehicle, and if we, as a country, all of the counties can do so, we will have our security apparatus equipped to move around. We are complaining the crime rate is high. Our children are engaged in drugs activity. How we expect the security apparatus to combat them? We should be able to mobile them. They should have mobility to move around. In the 2024 budget, we were able to procure almost 18 motorbikes for them. We procure almost 18 motorbikes for the joint security. And in this 2025 budget, we procure a vehicle for them to have them equipped so that they will not complain that we don't have this, we can't go that way, we can't go this way. So we thought to be able to touch all of our society, all of our sector across the country. And so our budget is holistic. And today we are having our information department. Again, there's a need that the information department be also equipped so that you'll be able to gather the necessary information you need to run the run. So if we don't have this mobility, it will strangulate our operation. So our budget execution, for me, I think I'm satisfied with how we are raising our budget and how we are executing our budget. Especially our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. This is Bomi. We don't have any other country to call our own. I was born in Bomi. I went to school in Bomi. I went to Montserrat. I'm back in Bomi to work. Yes, our brothers and sisters are in the diaspora. They have the opportunity to go there today. They are there. They don't need to forget about Bomi. They need to come back to Bomi. They need to make an impact. They need to get connected with us. We want to say thanks to Musa Wade and the rest of the guys that are there. We have been collaborating. We had the medical impact, the medical intervention, the doctors that came. They did almost 50, I think about 54, 55 hernia surgery. And I think we need to keep doing that. We need to put all of our hands on deck. To develop Bomi, we don't need people from outside to come and develop Bomi. We ourselves need to develop Bomi. So the first thing we need to do is we need to reconcile among ourselves. We need to know that Bomi is all we have. We must work to develop Bomi. For the fact that we cannot be deported from Bomi, we cannot be sent to any other country. When we have this opportunity, we should work in the interest of the people of the country, not ourselves. And those of us that are outside there that have the opportunity, we should come back in the country so all of us can work. Yes, there might be some issues that you not understanding. Come to the office, we'll give you the understanding of it. Where you have a doubt, we'll give you understanding. Our doors are open. Our offices are open. Thank God to the superintendent, she's somebody who's listening. Thank God to our administration. Our administration is an administrator that listening. So our doors are open. We call all Bomi citizens outside, in and out of like brother, join us to be able to develop Bomi. Thank you.